But for now, let's talk about an interesting sport that has always been there in Zimbabwe. We are talking about softball. And you know that these days we'll be chasing some interviews to get to know some sport disciplines in details. And today we have the Chi Town Eagles coach. His name is Taunashe Vincent Paswa. And we'll be talking about softball. What is it about exactly? What are the positions? Red card so that at least I can register to go. Good morning to you, Coach Paswa, and welcome to Good Morning Zimbabwe.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay. You are a very busy man because I've been trying to get hold of you, I think, since last year, and you've been hiding. You've been hiding because I think that at the time what exactly is softball all about? Exactly, because you know what? I know that we might actually have people out there who might be interested in playing the sport. So let's start by the basics. What is softball all about? You know, Tambuanema players Mangani, and what are their positions? Okay,
softball is played by 9 players. And the positions are catcher, first base, second base, third base, center out, shortstop. Then we have outfielders. There are 3 outfielders. Like we have the right outfield, center outfield, and the left outfield. So there are 9 players that plays softball.
Oh, just 9 players.
And 9 players.
The catcher and then Pepe, or maybe I more. Because I know that softball is just like baseball, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same.
Or is the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same. Maybe the difference is that the softball is bigger than the baseball. And the distance of the bases in softball it is 18.29, and in baseball is 21 meters.
All right, we are definitely learning because I thought maybe it's one at the same time. All right, now let's talk about softball in Zimbabwe. I know that it has always been there.
Yeah.
And I know that we do have the Zimbabwe Softball Association.
Yeah.
How many teams are registered under the Zimbabwe Softball Association?
I'm not quite sure how many teams are registered with the Zimbabwe Softball Association, but what I know is the Zimbabwe Association is encouraged teams to register to our mother body.
All right, so it doesn't matter where you are, it doesn't matter how many players or reserves you have, as long as you play softball, you're supposed to be registered under the Zimbabwe Softball Association.
Yes. If it's a club or a school, if you want to register to the National Association, it's okay. All
right, so let's talk about your the softball team. I know that in 1988 we had the women's softball team competing at the World Championships in Canada. Have we had our national teams or maybe our local clubs competing regionally or maybe internationally?
Yes, we have competed in 1992. Our youth league competed in South Africa for the provincial tournaments, and we also our team managed to participate in the 2008 Region 5 games, which were played in South Africa. And in 2009, we managed to host the Region 5 games at Eaglesville Private School. And in 2018, Zimbabwe participated in the World Cup qualifiers, which were hosted in South Africa. And in that year, we were ranked 4th in Africa and 6th in the whole world.
Oh my goodness, so it means that we're actually that good?
Yeah. We are recognized in the world.
All right, now let's talk about your team because I know that you coach a team called Chi Town Eagles.
Yeah.
When was it established? And maybe you can tell us a bit about the players that we have there.
Okay, Chi Town Eagles was constituted in 2018. And it is based in Chitungwiza. And we have some potential players like Chanaka Manyange, Lisa. Some of them are good players, and we hope Zimbabwe might be on another map.
All right, so have you ever contributed to the national team as in the players from Chi Town Eagles? Have you ever contributed to the national teams?
Yeah, some of our players were selected to be part of the national team.
All right. So what are the challenges that you face in softball? Because I know that the chaos in every sport, from football in Zim, rugby, netball, everywhere. What are the challenges that you have faced in softball?
Okay, our challenge that we are facing is that our sport is unique, and it is not that familiar. It is not that familiar to the people in the community, such as soccer. So we are facing that challenge. We are trying our best to develop the sport and to make it well known, such as netball or soccer. And some of the challenges that we do not have enough equipment to develop the sport, because softball, as its name stands, it seems like it might be a soft sport, but it's very hard. The ball and the glove are very expensive to buy. So we need maybe some sponsors that might help us to develop that sport.
All right, I was going to that part of sponsors, but then you talked about a softball being a soft sport. Is it an elite sport, or maybe it's a sport that you can find in like everywhere? It doesn't matter whether to go uptown or to go to obviously kune mama sponsor see these are not for us in the salad. Is it everywhere?
Yeah, so it was mainly for the elite. But we are trying our best to kuisa even kumagetu check.
All right, so now let's talk about the sponsors issue. What exactly that do you wish to achieve, and what is it that you have in store for the sponsors? Because I know that probably we have some corporates watching Good Morning Zimbabwe like always, and I know that they might actually say, you know what, we may be interested in partnering with you. What is it that you hope to achieve?
Our main goal is to have to put our players on international markets. If we manage to do that, I think we will develop the Zimbabwe softball.
All right, so where can they find you? Maybe they want to get in touch with you. Maybe we have teams who actually wish to be registered under the Zimbabwe Softball Association. Where can they find you?
On Facebook, it's Zimbabwe Softball 1. On Instagram, it's Zimbabwe Softball. On Twitter, it's Zimbabwe Softball.
All right, so anyone who wants to get in touch with you, do you have maybe a WhatsApp platform or a number that they can call?
Okay, for Coach Paswa, it's Coach Paswa on all platforms. Then for Cheetah on Eagles, it's Cheetah on Eagles on all platforms. On WhatsApp, it's 0778 572 528.
All right, maybe if you can repeat the number once again.
0778 572 528.
All right, thank you so much, Coach Paswa, for coming through and teach us a few things about softball. I'll make sure that I register Clara and make sure that I drag Farai, the likes of Zaza and Kari, so that we can come and register our team.
Okay, it's fine. You're welcome.
All right, so we've been talking to Coach Vincent Taona Paswa about softball, learning one or two about softball, and I know that in Zimbabwe it has been a developing story, a developing sport for years, and I know that they have done a great job representing the nation outside our boundaries. So we are making sure that we'll be following them through to see what exactly will be happening. So that's for the first edition. Do join